Hello everyone, I'm Yummy Foodie. What should you do if the kids at home don't like eating? Today, I'll share with you a super tasty and satisfying chicken drumstick recipe. This braised chicken drumstick is tender and falls off the bone. It's also incredibly flavorful and savory. The best part is that it's very easy to make. Even kitchen beginners can handle it easily at home. Alright, follow along with my video, and let's learn how to make it together. First, based on what you have at home, prepare an appropriate amount of chicken drumsticks. These small drumsticks are also called chicken wing roots. Once you buy the drumsticks, handle them first. Place them in a larger bowl. Then add a spoonful of flour to the bowl. Next, mix them well with your hands. Mix them evenly, so that each drumstick is coated evenly with a layer of flour. Then rub them with your hands. To remove the sticky residue on the drumsticks, rub them thoroughly. Since flour has a strong absorbing property, it can easily remove dirt and impurities from the chicken skin, effectively cleaning it up. Scrub the drumsticks thoroughly. After 2 minutes, add enough clear water and rinse them again. Scrub them continuously. To remove any flour from the drumsticks, clean them thoroughly. After the first wash, drain the water and take them out. Refill with clean water and wash them again. Repeat the process several times to ensure the drumsticks are thoroughly cleaned. Once fully cleaned, you'll notice that the drumsticks are now impeccably clean. Once the drumsticks are fully cleaned, drain them and set them aside. Next, prepare a small amount of ginger and slice it into thin pieces. Once the ginger slices are ready, prepare some green onions and tie them into knots. Then add 1 or 2 star anise to the mix, a few bay leaves, and 4 to 5 dried chili peppers. Next, prepare a small amount of green onions and chop them into small pieces. Once the green onions are chopped, place them in a small bowl and set aside. Heat water in a pot and add the drumsticks to the pot with cold water. Blanch them briefly. Add a small amount of cooking wine to remove any odor and enhance flavor. When blanching the drumsticks, always start with cold water in the pot. This allows the rising temperature to slowly draw out the blood from the inside of the drumsticks. When the water comes to a boil, take a look. You'll notice a lot of scum floating on top. This is one of the main sources of odor. Use a spoon to skim off the scum. During the blanching process, gently stir with a spoon to ensure even heating. This helps the drumsticks blanch evenly. Let the chicken drumsticks be evenly heated. Additionally, the blanching time for chicken drumsticks doesn't need to be too long. About 3 minutes is sufficient. Blanch the chicken drumsticks until they are cooked. After blanching the chicken drumsticks for 3 minutes, use a slotted spoon to drain the water. Take them out and set them aside on a plate for later use. Next, add a little oil to the pan. Then add a small handful of rock sugar. Stir it slowly over low heat. Melt the rock sugar. At this point, it's important to note that when making caramel, you must stir slowly over low heat. First, cook it until it turns a caramel color. Then slowly continue until it turns a reddish brown. Now, immediately add the chicken drumsticks into the pan. Use a spatula to stir-fry quickly and evenly. Stir-fry the drumsticks until they are colored. After a few quick stirs, add ginger, green onions, and spices to the pan. Continue cooking over low heat, stirring slowly and evenly. Stir-fry until the ginger, green onions, and spices release their aroma. After sautéing until fragrant, add an appropriate amount of hot water. Next, start seasoning. Add a little soy sauce to a bowl. Then add a bit of oyster sauce and chicken bouillon. Add an appropriate amount of salt. Finally, pour a little cooking wine along the edge of the pan. This removes the fishy smell and enhances the flavor. Then use a spatula to mix the seasonings evenly. After seasoning, cover the lid. Simmer over medium heat for about 8 minutes. A few moments later. Time's up. Open the lid. Wow, it smells amazing. Next, remove the ginger, green onions, and spices. After removing the ginger, green onions, and spices, turn the heat to high. Boil the sauce until it thickens. Dear friends, if you've watched this far, and you found this video helpful, please like this video on the screen. Every like and comment from you is my greatest motivation to keep going. Thank you so much. Thanks for your long-term support and encouragement. Sincerely, thank you. Finally, before serving, add a little sesame oil to the dish. Stir it briefly again. Mix it evenly and it's ready to serve. Turn off the heat. Place the chicken drumsticks on a plate. Sprinkle a little chopped green onion on top. Use it as garnish and it's done. And that's how this delicious braised chicken drumsticks dish is completed. This way, the chicken drumsticks are glossy red, tender, and fall off the bone. They're especially flavorful and aromatic. Every time I make this dish, my kids can't wait to dig in as soon as it's served. If you like this dish too, you can save this recipe and try making it someday. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please like, follow, comment, and share. See you next time. Bye bye.